Cheers. What's going on, guys? It's Bombi time. Today, I am going to talk to you guys about my 3-year experience on semen retention. Stay tuned. Yo, it's Bombi time. The longest I've ever been on semen retention has been 3 years. So it was from March 2018 all the way to April 2021. It was one of the most amazing times of my life. Everything that I got now, till this day, my home, my car, my lady, I thank semen retention for it. Those 3 years, my music, I got the link on the description so you could go to my other YouTube page. And those videos, they did pretty good, and they're doing very good on Spotify and on Apple, thanks to TikTok. Because my TikTok channel, I also got my TikTok channel, my Instagram in the description. Go show some love. But yeah, so during semen retention, I remember I focused so much on my poetry, on my writing. I planned, I'm gonna do this when it comes to music. I planned everything out to a T. I started getting visions. I told you that video, go check the video of the visions. I tried all those diets. There's another video that I have titled The Perfect Semen Retention Diet, where I talk about at least 6 or 7 diets that I tried and the results that I got from each one of those diets. This is the most powerful part of the experience that a lot of people don't know. I elevated mentally, where I started getting so many downloads that now when I speak, like when you go to my TikTok page, people tell me stuff like, man, you have so much wisdom, you have so much knowledge on all these things. With semen retention and the right diet, you get downloads from the universe. The visions I was getting and receiving, it was like some powerful stuff where I was elected. And I know you guys want to hear what happened from day 1 to the last day on my semen retention journey. So let's get to it. At first, like I said, the first 10 days, when you're on semen retention, after 10 days, you can't sleep. That's gonna happen to you for like 4 days, where you can't shut down. Your body's tired, but you can't shut down. Again, I spoke about it on my Why Can't I Sleep on Semen Retention video. You can't shut down. You're tired, but you can't shut down. After then, 2 weeks, your testosterone is booming, like you start getting attention. After a month and a half, you feel good, and you feel like you're working on your craft and your gift, but because you heard so much that you just keep elevating and elevating and elevating, you feel like, hey man, my chi isn't rising anymore. And again, that's because of your diet. Many of us, we got on semen retention, we start working out, start hitting the gym, start focusing on our craft, whatever it is that we want to achieve for the future. And then what happens is we keep on eating the same. Burgers, fries, yeah, we'll have a fruit here and there, some rice and beans, a sandwich, a sub, you know what I mean? So we just eat whatever, and that's why you don't feel the growth anymore. So if you go check out my video, The Perfect Semen Retention Diet, I'll explain how to fix that. Once you do fix that, you'll be fine. After that started happening, I started getting a whole bunch of ideas of like what I'm gonna create, what I'm gonna start working on. And instead of just saying, hey, I got all these ideas and talking about it like we do when we're not on semen retention, when we talk about it with our buddies and with our friends, you start seeing that the veil is lifted, and you start seeing it's obvious to you now that if you speak about it and tell others about it, it's not gonna come into fruition, because since everything is vibration and energy, you realize that when you tell these things to people, it makes them feel sad, like, man, how come I can't think of anything? And then that energy gets sent to your way, which causes distortion, and you can't bring it into fruition. And it's just a bad idea to talk about these things. You start seeing these things during this journey. After that, you start getting a lot of female attention, which is because they can sense that you're on a mission, you have a purpose. And when women sense that, they get very attracted to the men. But many times, even though they get attracted to you, all they want is that energy. That energy where it's like, he's not paying attention to me, I just want it. Once they get it from you, they'll leave you. That's why it's smart for you to get to know these women, go out on dates, see where her head is at. And again, since you got the gift of discernment, you can see when you actually look into a female's eye, or even a man's eyes, when you're talking about business or anything, you can see what the person's about when you're on semen retention. Like, people can't really lie to you. The thing that really got to me were the visions. And I know a lot of people talk about, oh, I got these vivid dreams. You are gonna get vivid dreams, and the dreams are gonna tell you things. It's like poetic. Poetically, they're gonna tell you things. I had this dream, right, about a friend of mine, right? He was still in the streets. I'm way, way, way far from that life. So I had this one dream where it's like, I see him and I'm saying goodbye to him. I'm like, yo, goodbye, man. He's like, man, I'll be back, but I just gotta take this trip for a little bit. And I'm like, no doubt, bro, no doubt. And I hugged him, you know what I mean? And I said, man, take care of yourself. Now, in the dream, I thought that he was gonna die, so I called him. I go, hey, bro, I had this dream about you. It was so vivid. This is during Semen Retention. Like, yeah, I had this dream about you. Just want to know that you're okay. He's like, yeah, I'm fine, bro. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, thank God. We spoke for a little bit. We chopped it up. I hung up. Later on, that same night, my mother called me and told me, yo, you know so-and-so got arrested? Weeks down the line, then I found out that they were gonna give him 3.5 years, this, that, and the third. He's home now already. This happened in 2018. He's already home. But I had that dream, and this was around like when I was only 7 months in. So so you get vivid dreams like that, but it's poetically. It didn't tell me he was gonna get arrested and this was gonna happen to him. It just told me, say goodbye. But the visions, which again, I got another video that talks about the visions that I've received. The visions are different. These visions, you receive them when you're about to fall asleep, but your body's still kind of awake, right? When you're kind of dozing off, you're about to fall asleep, and it hits you, right? It hits you like if, you know those stories when you hear people say, oh man, I almost died and my life flashed before my eyes. Or I crashed the car. As soon as I crashed the car and I hit the wall or whatever, I just saw my whole life flash before my eyes. I made it, thank God, whatever. But you see those people that tell you that? That's exactly how the vision hits you. It's like a boom, like a flash before your eyes. I received the vision that says, stop joking. Because I kept joking so much. It says, stop joking. Because when you take life as a joke, life treats you like a joke. But when you take life serious, life treats you serious. That whole stop joking and that phrase, that whole line came, but it came in less than a second, like boom, like, and I saw it like clearly. You know what I'm saying? So you start getting a lot of those visions of people that dislike you, visions of things that are gonna happen to you. But going along, yo, work-wise, for some reason, this is how I felt like you start seeing that you're clearly in a simulation. When you're on this semen retention journey and you're working, right? You notice things are easier. As opposed to, let's say, you're not on semen retention and you're eating whatever and you're just treating yourself whatever. You go to work, you notice you got mad work waiting for you. And you wonder, man, I gotta move all these boxes and gotta do all these things. And then when you're on semen retention and you're eating right, you notice that you get to work and somebody will say something like, oh, you know, so-and-so was here over the weekend and they moved everything and they fixed everything perfectly up for you. That's what happens on semen retention. Like, you'll go to things where like things get done for you. Like the universe moves everything out of the way to make life easier for you. And that's why sometimes we have it hard, like, man, because the universe purposely puts you in these hard situations so that you can change and awaken the God within. So I started noticing that life just got completely easy, where it was like, damn, I gotta go to work, do a 10-hour shift at work, but then I wanna work on my own business at home and I don't have enough time and I'm so tired when I get home from work. And then I got on the semen retention journey and I fixed my diet and everything and started working out. And the universe moved every hard obstacle out the way, where I'll go to work and I'll sit there like for 7 hours because all work is done, people are not showing up, people are on vacation. And I was like, holy, and this kept going. It kept going to the point that when I got home, I was so rested that I needed to do something. As opposed to when I wasn't on it, it was like, oh man, I'm moving all these things around and I'm doing all these things. That's what semen retention does. That's what let me realize that we are in a simulation and this is like a game. And when you do what you're supposed to do, the universe moves things out of the way to make life easier for you so that you can fulfill your purpose. So I noticed that on the 3 years. During those 3 years, I didn't let anybody know that I wasn't on it. Like I kept it to myself. I would go to work, come home. You know what I mean? Man, the women, bro, the women, I kept flirting. I told you, but I started acting very childlike in some moments. And I noticed that the girls were like, yeah, they liked me, but they liked me when I kept my mouth shut. The minute I started talking and acting all flirty and acting very childlike, because semen retention does that to you. I started, yo, what's up, baby girl? How you been? And acting too hype and too excited. It was kind of turning them off. That's when I noticed that's when I noticed, I'm like, yo, what's going on? And then I got that vision of stop joking, keep shit serious. And then I started looking into stoicism. And then I told myself, man, let me get in my masculine frame. Got back in my masculine frame, and I noticed that they wanted me more again. And so I learned that during that journey. And I'm gonna give you the perfect things to do, which will be to sign up to take boxing or jiu-jitsu, because you need to like learn how to fight to defend yourself, especially when you start your business, which I know you're gonna thrive in. Knowing that you could fight doesn't make you a bully where you're gonna wanna beat somebody up. As a matter of fact, it changes your perspective on things. When somebody used to approach you and wanna fight, and now you know you could fuck them up, or now you know you've been training, that person now looks like a little kid. Imagine a little kid telling you, what's up, let's fight. You're gonna be like, I ain't fighting you, little kid. So it actually gives you that confidence to just be like, I don't even wanna do it to you, man, take care. But it gives you confidence to, you know, control situations. So look into that. Everything just worked out for me, man. Like, you know what I mean? My social media presence grew. Everything just changed, man. I just became somebody completely different. If people from back in the day run into me now, they'll know that there's something different about me. Like, now I don't joke either. I completely changed. You see how when your friends see you and they be like, what up, you bitch ass mother effer? Or oh, what up, you sucker? And they try to joke. I'll be like, yo, don't talk to me like that. I love you, you're my boy, but I don't joke like that no more. I changed those games, those little games. Like now I give myself a certain respect where it's like, you don't talk to me a certain way. And it's not even like trying to put you down. Hey man, I love you and I know we used to joke like that, but I don't play those games anymore. I realized during that journey, when you play those games and you let people take you as a joke. And when people take you as a joke, that's where the disrespect starts. And that's when people start now looking into your pockets and looking into your money and feel like they could get too close into your life. 20 years ago, I used to let that shit rock, and that's how dudes started sleeping with my girls. That's how dudes started taking clients and customers of mine, because they talking to me a certain way, and now when I'm not around, I let it slide. They run into my girl, walk into the store, and they're like, yo, what up? What's that pussy ass motherfucker? She's like, oh, he's on. And now they extra cool because she saw that I allowed that kind of behavior. And not saying that that's why she cheated. Or when I'm not there, they'll see a customer of mine and they'll just be like, that's all good, I could take care of you, he ain't here, that's my bro, man, don't worry about it, you know what I mean? Because I let them get too close to me like that with those types of games. And I recommend you do not allow that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, carry yourself as a man, even if you're young. This one is no excuse. Like I told you before, hey, if you like that childlike energy and you like being happy and all that, yeah, you can do that, but do not allow disrespect from anybody, bro. From your friends, from your family, nobody. If they talk to you a certain way, you don't put them down like where you make hurt their feelings. Yo, don't fucking talk to me like that. Nah. You just be respectful. Yo, listen, I know we used to play those kind of games. I don't play those games no more. Please respect me. You know what I'm saying? I hope I don't offend you, but that ain't me no more. So that completely changed. So now when people see me, it's all respect. It's not, yo, what up, you bitch ass? Like, nah. Now when they see me, yo, what's good, bro? How nice to see you. And they see me with respect, and they view me as somebody different. And I view myself as somebody more powerful. And that's what's important. Since I view myself like that, I attract more powerful moments in my life that are amazing. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. This is going to be my last video for like the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna start fasting and I'm going to change my diet for a little bit. I always do that every now and then so I can cleanse out and get more downloads. And yeah, man, take care of you guys, and thanks for the love and support. Namaste.